guys, welcome back to the Feltz Farm. I'm Molly, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about our garden plans and what all we're going to be planting this spring. But first, I just kind of want to update everybody. I'm now 37 weeks pregnant. I'll be getting induced on St. Patrick's Day as of right now. And Ford is almost 16 months old, and everybody's doing great. We've just been very busy. There's a lot of new animals on the farm and a lot going on, and Ford is a wild man, so I've been chasing him around the house and haven't really had time to vlog any of our process. But if you follow us on Instagram, you've probably seen a lot of it. But now we're going to make a point to do better about making new YouTube videos, because I just want to be able to keep track of everything that we've done and share our progress along the way. So today, let's talk garden. We have had a small garden before, but we've never done anything like we're doing this year. We've had just a regular one garden bed with, your classic tomatoes, cucumbers, and we did squash and peppers, and they did okay. The peppers actually did terrible, and the squash did okay. The tomatoes and cucumbers did awesome. But we figured out that we think it would be best to do each vegetable in its own bed. So this year, what we're going to do, I write everything down. I have it in my farm book. We have a whole new plan. We have, I think there's 12 garden beds, and then we're having 5 rows in ground. So we'll start with what we're going to do in the ground, because I'm not starting those inside. We're going to start them in a month and a half maybe outside. So in the back of the garden bed, sorry, ignore the phone, well, I'll show you our layout. So this is how we plan on doing it. We're going to have, you walk in here. Sorry, I can't figure it out. You walk in here, and we have all the garden beds, and then a gourd archway. Everything's backwards, sorry. And then those are what's going to be in the ground. So, in the ground, we're doing just a regular pumpkin, just for me to have fun and carve. These you don't really cook with, but maybe we'll find another pack that, a pumpkin pie one, just to, see what happens. But I've just wanted to always grow pumpkins and carve them. So this is just kind of my fun one to see what happens. And, I'm not too worried about it, but I just thought that would be fun. We just picked these up last minute. So, yeah, so we're going to do some pumpkins. And then we're also going to do 2 different types of corn. So we're going to do your classic just yellow corn. It's called Golden Bantam Improved Corn. Some people were asking how we chose which types of vegetables, and there's so many different varieties of each one and how we chose. And a lot of them, well, we did all organic. Everything is organic, even these pumpkins I picked up. But so that narrowed down our options. And then we really just went based off of the pictures, and I would Google and try to read about them and just choose that way. And a lot of them ended up being the best sellers. So we're just going to try it out and see what works. And if we don't like something, obviously we'll switch it out next year. Or if it doesn't do well, we'll try something different. But we figured, let's just, let's go all in. And worst case scenario, some stuff doesn't grow and we learn from it and we try again next year. But we figured with the amount of things that we're planting, something has got to grow. So back to corn, we're going to do just regular corn on the cob. So I'm excited about that. It's one of the only vegetables I can get Jacob to eat. So that should be exciting. And this one I'm really excited about. Some colored corn. This is actually use this for popcorn. And I've never had colored popcorn before, but we're going to try it. I thought it looks cool and it's pretty. And I thought that would be neat. It's called glass gem corn. And so we're going to do 2 different rows of corn in the ground. And then we're also going to do melon and watermelon, but not your normal melon. We're doing Mother Mary's pie melon. My mom actually bought something similar to this at a farmer's market, I think last year. and let us try it, and it was delicious. So we're gonna try it because why not? You know, I figured let's try this instead of cantaloupe and see what happens. So we're gonna do a row of the melon and then a row also of watermelon, and we chose Blacktail Mountain watermelon. It does have seeds, which we wanted because I'm gonna try to save a bunch of our seeds. Jacob bought me this book last year, actually before we even moved to a farm, the seed saving book. And so I've been reading it and finding everything that we've been doing and figuring out how to save all of our seeds. So hopefully we'll get to the point where, I guess it depends on if we like which fruits and vegetables we chose, but we'll get to the point where we can just keep our own stock and just keep going from everything that we have and not have to buy new seeds every year. So that's why we chose watermelon seeds. And then, so these two, we are not starting inside, but they're not going in the ground. These are both going to go in a garden bed, but they do better when you start them outside. We're having carrots and green beans, and both of these, so we're going to do these outside in a couple months, but we did scarlet nantas carrots. I don't know, they were the only long one. The other one was a short carrot, and I preferred this. So that's how we chose this carrot. And then some just Empress beans, just plain old string bean, your classic bean, little snap bean. But this is another vegetable that I can get Jacob to eat. Ford probably cannot have beans because he's allergic to legumes, and they are the legume family, but why not? We'll do it anyways. He can have carrots. So that's why we're doing carrots. If you're new here, our son has a lot of food allergies. He has more foods that he is allergic to than he can actually eat. So a lot of these we're choosing based off of what he can have. So far I really haven't mentioned anything that he can have except carrots. So we're going a lot of carrots. And it took me a while to figure out where to place everything in the garden beds because most of the vegetables and fruits that we chose get their own box. We're doing an 8-foot by 4-foot box. So they're pretty big garden beds and we can fit a lot into each one. But some of them, like green beans, I did not need both rows of green beans. So we're doing like green beans with the okra, for instance. And we're going to do a lot of stuff on trellises and see how that works and try to grow vertical and get more from what we're growing. So we'll see how it works. We're just going to kind of play around with it. Something else that we're starting outside that I was going to originally start inside, so it's in this packet, is birdhouse gourds. We just thought this would be fun. We saw it on the website and we've seen it done. We watch a lot of YouTube videos and we've seen it done on YouTube before, and we thought it would just be cool to do and maybe potentially sell, keep some for ourselves because we have a lot of birds around here. But so I was going to start these inside, but I couldn't figure out how many I wanted to plant, so we're just going to wait till the garden gets going. And Jacob already built the garden beds, but we need to get the ground ready and put them actually over in the garden area. And we wanted to do these on an archway. We thought it'd be pretty between the garden beds and maybe the rows, or put the archway maybe in the beginning. We haven't decided, but I wasn't sure how many I would actually need, so we're just going to start them outside too. So now, the fun part. We are going to be planting everything else that I'm telling you is being started inside. There's mixed reviews on some of it, whether it's best to start inside or wait till outside, but we're just going to kind of experiment and have fun, and I wanted to start them inside, so we're going to start them inside and see what happens. We ordered these trays off Amazon, and they're great, except they did not come with the tray for the bottom, so I'm going to have to put just like a kitchen pan under it, I guess, to catch the water. So that was my fault, but that's okay. Maybe I can order just the bottom part real quick since Amazon's so fast. But so we got the trays, and I wrote it all out, how much of everything that will be that we can fit per box basically, and we're going to do like the max amount that we can fit, even though it's probably going to be a ridiculously large amount of food that we don't need, but we're going to try to sell some of it, and I'm going to try to can a lot of it too. So we're growing a ton of tomatoes and cucumbers for pickling, and so we're just trying it all. So there's going to be a lot of plants, but we're excited. So the total amount that I'm starting inside is 245 seedlings, and the rack that we're using for our seeds holds 5 of these, which is 250 slots. So I only have 5 extra, so I might just start like the birdhouse gourds, or if I have any extra of anything, just throw those in there while I'm at it. And we're using this starting mix. I'm not sure if it's the best or the worst, but it looked good to us, so we're going to try it out. And then in the garden beds outside, we're going to put some compost from a neighbor down the road. So that will be great until we can get our own compost going, because we do have a lot of rabbits and a lot of rabbit poop that we would like to incorporate into our garden. So once we get that more organized, I guess you would say, because right now we're just kind of scooping it and don't really know what to do with it since we don't have the garden bed set up. And we do have a compost pile, but it's just not at the point where we want it to be yet. So we're going to buy compost for the first round, and then hopefully get the next stuff rolling, and we can use that when we need to top it off or add some more. So yeah, let's see what all we're going to grow inside. We are growing a lot of different things. The first thing is kale. I don't even eat a lot of kale, but I like to put it in smoothies and salads and stuff. But we're growing a lot of kale. Let's see how much. We are growing 16 plants of kale. So that's a lot, and we're going to try to sell it and freeze it and, use it. We're going to try to cook with it more and live a healthier lifestyle now that we will have this garden. So this is the type of kale that we're using, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to begin this healthy journey. So next, what we're starting inside is 2 different things of lettuce. I chose one and Jacob chose one. He actually likes the red leaf lettuce, which is surprising since he's so picky, and I like the more plain lettuce. So we're doing one of each. So we're doing 64 plants total, so 32 of each one. And we do eat a lot of salad, and I'll be breastfeeding soon, and we're not expecting we're not hoping the next child has as many allergies as Ford, but we are kind of expecting it, and so we want to be prepared. And with Ford, I was on a super limited diet and was eating mainly salad and certain vegetables. So that was one of our main reasons for doing a lot of lettuce. And I think each one has their own lettuce bed. Nope, they're together, but you can just fit a lot of them in one, I guess. So yeah, we're doing 2 different types of lettuce. We've got the Gold Rush lettuce and Grandma Hadley's lettuce. They have great reviews. We've never had either of them, but we'll try it out. I mean, lettuce is lettuce. It's got to be good. So then next on the list is okra. Jacob does not eat okra. I love okra. I think maybe if I fry it for him, he'll eat it. But we're doing Star of David okra. And we're doing 32 plants of this. So we're going to have a lot of okra. But I'm excited about it. I've never grown okra or know really anything about growing it. But we're going to try it out and see how it is. Then next, we're doing a lot of different type of peppers. This was kind of Jacob's ordeal more than mine. I love regular peppers, so we're doing King of the North, just red peppers, and we did not have good luck with this last year, as I said. We didn't do this brand or this variety, but we're gonna try again, and I think maybe if we start it inside, give it the attention that it needs, and put it in its own box so we can water it appropriately, that's gonna help us, and hopefully we get some peppers, because last year they just died like instantly, and we did not start them from seeds. We bought the actual plant at a local store. So this is a totally different ball game, and hopefully it works out. So we're doing one just sweet pepper, and then he wanted to try a bunch of different spicy peppers. So I guess when I'm canning, I can make my own salsa, and we can just use them for cooking and a lot of different other things. So we're doing a fish pepper, a Georgia flame pepper, and also an Acilio thin skin Italian pepper. So we have lots of different peppers, and there's enough to do 4 different plants. So they each get their own quarter in the box. They're all going in the same box. So however many could fit is what we're doing in there, and hopefully they work, because I would love to be able to cook with these and make our own salsa. We do love chips and salsa. So hopefully that works out and we have better luck this year. Now the tomatoes are more my ordeal. The peppers for him, tomatoes are me, totally, because he does not eat tomatoes, but he loves salsa and sauce. So we're doing 2 different boxes of tomatoes. One is for just regular eating tomatoes, the big tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and the other box is strictly for canning. So they're a type of Roma tomato that we're doing. And we're gonna try to put all of these on trellises and let them grow, because we've been doing them in, you know, your normal tomato, I don't know what they're called, but I think this time we're either going to get some cattle panel or a wood fence maybe, and try to grow as tall up as we can. So the tomatoes, we're doing just a regular Cherokee purple tomato. I thought they looked really good, so we're going to try this one just for normal eating, sandwiches, you know, that kind of thing. Then we're going to do sweet pea currant cherry tomatoes, and then for our canning we're doing Amish paste tomatoes. So these get their whole own box. So we're going to have a ton of tomatoes. There's going to be 32 plants total of tomatoes, and we had really, really good luck with these last year. Not the same type, but just tomatoes in general. So we're really hoping these do well. That would be awesome. So next on the list, these are the ones that are, some people start inside, a lot of people start outside, so we're just going to test it out and see what happens. But we're going to do 2 boxes of cucumbers, just both totally the same cucumbers. One's going to be for eating and one's going to be for pickling, and we're doing the bushy cucumber. And we're really excited about this because we love pickles, and I love cucumbers on our salad. So we're going to have a ton of cucumbers, because last year we only had 3 plants and we had more cucumbers than we could keep up with. So this came with 25 seeds, and we're using all 25 seeds. And we're just going to squeeze them in and see how many plants actually pop up once we start seeding them, and hopefully they all do, and then we can use all of them. But these are going to be on a trellis also, so we're expecting a lot of cucumbers. And I'm going to try all different types of pickling juices and tastes, because I've never done it before and I don't know what we're going to like. Or we like spicy pickles, we like normal pickles, so we're going to do a little bit of everything and just kind of play around with it and see what we like. So next we're going to do spinach. This is going in the same box as the kale, and we're doing 32 plants of spinach. And we love spinach, and I can actually get Jacob to eat this in a salad, not plain, but salad, smoothies, that kind of thing. We're just doing Bloomsdale spinach. I'm excited about this, but we're gonna have a lot of spinach. So, I mean, we're kind of expecting some of this stuff to not work, and not all the plants are gonna germinate or make it through the transplant, but if they do, that would be awesome. So we're really hoping for a good turnout. So spinach. Next on the list, we have all of our squashes / zucchini, and this is the last of it. So we're doing squash and zucchini are going to be in the same box. And then the butternut squash that we're doing is going to go in with the carrots. So we'll start with butternut squash. Ford can have butternut squash and he loves it. So that's really why we're planting this. We're doing Waltham butternut squash. And this one I was reading, we were originally going to try to do it on a trellis, but I think it's too heavy. I don't know if it'll work. So I think we're just going to do it in the ground, just like regular squash. So we're going to do that one, and then squash and zucchini are going together in the same box. We're doing the summer crookneck squash and black beauty zucchini. The squash, I'm pretty sure this is the same variety that I used last year, and we only got like 3 or 4 squash from it. But we also crammed all of that stuff into one box, and now they have their own whole row where I can spread them out. Same with the zucchini. I've never tried growing zucchini, but I feel like it's pretty much the same. We have enough seeds to do 4 plants for each one of these, so we'll have 12 squash plants total. And I probably should have planned all of this out before we ordered the seeds, but we ordered the seeds first, and then I figured out how many I could fit, because if I would have planned it out first, I probably would have ordered double of all of this, because since he can have butternut squash, he can probably have yellow squash and zucchini. I just haven't tried them yet because we have to do everything one ingredient at a time, one food at a time, so it's just time consuming, and you know, it's just scary. You never want to mess his tummy up and have a bad reaction to something, so we're just careful with what we choose. But these are on the list to try, and I think they will be a success. So I would have definitely done double. Jacob still kind of wants to order more and then have me just plant them outside maybe in a month or 2 whenever we do it and see what happens. So we might end up doing that. So those are all what we're starting inside. And then there's a few things that we haven't gotten yet, which Ford can eat, and that we have room for in the garden. Where's my little list? So we're still missing strawberries, which is our main thing. That's Ford's like go-to food. It's like his favorite food. He eats it every day. Kid goes through some strawberries. So we are so excited to have our own, and hopefully we have enough where I can freeze them and use them in this winter, because I mean, he goes through like 2 cartons of strawberries a week. It's ridiculous. And so we're doing I think we're doing 2 boxes of strawberries. Yep, we're doing 2 whole boxes just for strawberries. So right there, strawberry. So 2 entire boxes full of strawberries. So we're really hoping that those do well. That's like our main thing that we really want to do well is strawberries. And I'm really hoping that we have enough that I can freeze and use for him all year. And then yeah, so I'm really hoping about those. Then the other things that we're missing still are red potatoes and sweet potatoes. Ford loves sweet potatoes. We have not tried a regular potato with him, but we're assuming that it would work. I mean, some kids it doesn't, you know, it's all like hit or miss. So we're hoping that it would work, but we definitely are doing sweet potatoes. I have red potatoes that are ready to be planted. So we just need to get some sweet potatoes and let them get old. And then we're gonna do some bushes around the sides. I have them drawn out in the front right here, but I think we're gonna actually do them along the sides. And we're gonna do elderberry, blackberry, raspberry, and blueberry is what the plan is. But there's a local store down the road that sells bushes and the strawberries and stuff. So we're just gonna kind of go check it out, and we'll probably end up getting some more different things, but we'll just see what they have and get everything set up. So I think today is what, Thursday? And we're gonna get the seeds started today. It's Thursday, I don't know what day it is, 28th maybe? Yeah, 28th, Thursday the 28th. We are going to do the seeds today, so I'm gonna figure out a bottom tray. I guess I won't be ordering off because I really want to get this done. So we're going to start it all today. We we're given these great lights. They're like LED, some are LED, some are regular, but they're big, like industrial lights that are going to fit perfectly on the shelves that we have. We have this just like black IKEA shelving that has 5 shelves, including the top one, which is going to be tricky to get lights on. We haven't figured out how we're going to do that yet, but I need all 5 shelves. So we're going to have to figure it out, but maybe there's enough room where it'll fit. But we're going to get all that set up today, so we're really excited about that. Get all these planted, get them started. We got a spray bottle to spray some water on them. We've got everything we need, and hopefully we have good luck and they start growing in a week or 2 and we see some progress, because we are so excited about this garden. So neither of us have, I mean, we have a little bit of garden experience, but not to this scale, so there's going to be a lot of learning in this. And it's really, you know, this is our first year, so we're just kind of practicing and seeing what works and what doesn't work for us. And then once things start growing, and after a couple months in the summer, and after things, you know, we can taste them, and we'll see what happens with them. But then I'll do a review on if we even like the vegetables that we chose, or if we probably go with something else. So we'll see. But yeah, so stick around, and I'll do a video after we get everything all set up and take you along on our journey. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned till next time. See you later. Bye.